My name is Mary Jo Larson. I'm the Assistant Dean of Education in the School of Education, and it's one of my great pleasures in my job to be able to talk to folks about our various programs who are looking to become teachers or to advance your career as an educator. I'm joined by my colleagues.
Hi, my name is John Wright. I'm the Associate Dean of the School of Education, and along with Dr. Larson, we have helped develop this new program that we're very excited to talk about, but we're excited to talk about all of our programs. So if you have questions about any of them, we'll answer.
We do have some slides to share about our program, and John and I will take turns kind of talking through those slides, and we have plenty of opportunity for questions, both throughout the presentation as well as at the end. So again, we're here to talk about our new Master of Education in Advanced Pedagogy and Practice for folks who are already working in the field and looking to advance their knowledge and skills and potentially career opportunities as well. So building on that, I think, John, this is your slide.
Sure. So, our program, as Dr. Larson said, it's for people who are either in education or education adjacent fields for a couple of reasons. They're listed here, but realistically, we know that educators in our state make more with a master's degree. We also know that there is a high level need for concentrations and a specific level of knowledge in areas that you're passionate about. So this program is designed to do kind of both of those, add to your knowledge in a specific area to help you in K-12 or a K-12 adjacent field like speech language pathology or working at a school district in another community capacity. We have areas of concentration that along with your core classes, you get to kind of specialize in. So it's kind of a choose your own adventure. So you'll be in a cohort of individuals, but you may not have all the same courses, but you'll have all the same core courses. And we'll talk about that in a second. And the final bullet point that there are practical connections and applications to your current interests or also where you want to go. So, for example, if you're interested in working with kids with challenging behavior, you can get a master's degree focused in that area, but also maybe stick around and become a BCBA, which is also a program that we have.
Yeah, so again, I want to uplift that this is our program for folks who are already educators. If you're looking to become a certified teacher, we have a separate master's degree for that track. So we always just want to make sure folks are in the right spot, depending on what your area of interest is. Um, so the actual delivery of this program is accessible for working educators. There is a Common Core, as John said, of 20 credits. Those courses are all in person. So we believe that an in-person component is important in the field of education. And this is a chance to get really collaborative relationships with your cohort and to meet and get to know the faculty really well. And then as John alluded to, there's 5 concentrations, and those are 12 credits for the concentration portion. And we have another slide that gets more deeply into those. And then depending on your pathway, you have an option to take some additional coursework through our continuing education department and actually earn a new endorsement or additional credential. So it's 15 months for the degree, and depending on the concentration or pathway, 15 to 18 months for the stacked credential. Looks like we have a question from us. I want to address that real quick so we make sure you're in the right spot. If you're looking to become a certified teacher, yes, we have a separate pathway that's a graduate degree for folks with undergraduate degrees in other fields who want to become certified teachers. That would be our Master of Arts in Education program. And I think Alex can put a link into the chat where you can set up an individual appointment with me, and I'd be happy to meet in another day and time to chat about that program and that option and see if that's a good fit for you. Yeah, so if you're looking to enter the field of education, the Master of Arts in Education with certification would be the route to go. If you're already in the field and looking to advance or add credentials, this program would be the one to go for.
I was going to add that this program is also designed for some people that may not be in teaching uh, in classrooms right now, but we call it education adjacent. So maybe you are working in a field with kids in a community organization. It might
Right.
be the right place for you in those ways too. So it doesn't lead to necessarily a school related job, but it could add to what you need in your current career.
Absolutely. Yeah. So if you are working in an education related field and you want to expand your knowledge and skills in working with children and families, this program would be great. I just want to be absolutely clear that this doesn't lead to teacher certification. So if you're looking to become a K-12 classroom teacher, that would be our other pathway. Within the program, then, as I said, there's the 20 credits of core and then 5 concentrations. I'll talk about a couple and I'll have John talk about a couple that he's more knowledgeable about. So if you are a current secondary teacher and you're like, hey, I want to get down into the elementary education realm, or expand my options, there is an option to focus on elementary education, and that can lead to the elementary endorsement as an add-on. If you are a current educator and you're looking to expand your knowledge and skills working with multilingual learners, then we have a English language learner concentration. We still use that term because that is what the endorsement from the state is called. That concentration would provide knowledge and skills working with MLE students in your classroom. If you completed the stacked credential, it would actually lead to the English language learners endorsement. In addition, if you've got at least 3 years of certified experience and are looking to make that next step into educational administration, we have a concentration focused on ed leadership that also has the option to expand and lead to the principal certification. And then I'm going to let John talk about the special education and applied behavior analysis
So
concentration.
similar to the ELL for special education, if you're interested in working with kids through transition age, so kindergarten through age 22, kids or young adults with disabilities, or get specialized knowledge about that, that concentration is for you. Again, if you are a classroom teacher and do want to stick around, you can stick around for a few more classes and add the special education endorsement if to your certification through add-on endorsement. And then finally, if you are an educator or someone in the community who is really interested in the science of behavior, so applied behavior analysis, you can become a BCBA, which is like a behavior therapist. It's a credential that's a licensed credential in the state. You have to have a master's degree to be a BCBA. So our master's degree takes part of the applied behavior analysis sequence that we have in our BCBA program, makes it a concentration, and upon successful completion, or you can be co-enrolled in both programs, the BCBA program and our master's degree that we're talking about here. You can finish our master's degree, stick around for your practicum, and become a board certified behavior analyst, which is a clinical job that works in schools, hospitals, or clinics around the state.
Yeah, so just to summarize, then each concentration for the purposes of earning your master's degree has 12 credits from within these different programs. And then the slide shows how many additional continuing education credits it would take to earn that endorsement or credential or be able to sit for the exam in the case of the BCBA. And also shows whether they're in person or online. And so, depending on your concentration choice, this may be a hybrid program where the core is in person and your concentration is online, or where your core and your concentration are in person. And so, that's going to vary depending on, again, your concentration that you select. But in any case, all of these are scheduled and designed around working folks. And so, you can access coursework outside your workday. This one's you, John.
So we have 5 classes that make up the core. So this is 20 credit hours. These are our face-to-face, and they begin this summer. So it's not too late to apply for this program, but you would need to apply right now this week and contact myself or Dr. Larson to get that rolling by, let's say, Wednesday. So the classes are these 5. I won't read them to you, but they take a deeper dive into areas that are important in a K-12 educational experience. And the final one is a capstone, which would happen in the second summer. And that would be something that is a culminating experience that kind of weaves together the themes that are important throughout these 4 classes and something that's personally important to you. So, for example, if working with multilingual learners is something that's important to you, you're going to hear that and feel that throughout the 4 courses. Your capstone then can take that idea about working with students who are multilingual learners and create a project that is uniquely you at an advanced level, the master's level.
Great. And so this particular presentation is a couple days after our application deadline of May 1st, but we're willing to entertain a few more applications this week if you're able to get your materials in. Basically, again, as a graduate degree, the prerequisites are pretty typical. You need to have your bachelor's degree in hand, complete the application. There's a brief statement of professional goals, so we just get to know a little bit about you and how this degree is going to help you advance your personal and professional goals, letters of recommendation, and your updated resume. If you are a PLU alum and had a 3.0 GPA as an undergrad, you may qualify for guaranteed graduate admission. And Alex can provide you more information about that if that is your situation. So let's talk cost. This is a 32 credit degree for your core and concentration. So all in for those 32 credits, the sticker price for tuition is 22,720 plus fees and some materials, books, that kind of thing. Um, your stacked credential is going to be variable based on your concentration. And so that prior slide showed how many additional credits it would take to complete the stacked credential. If you're pursuing the English language learners or special education concentration, it is $250 per credit for those additional credits. For the principal certification and the board certified behavior analysis full program, that's $500 a credit. And so we have some cost sheets that can help you break that down. Alex just put the link in the chat, the detailed cost sheets, and we're always happy to talk with you and kind of cost out what that would take. So again, to earn the degree, which makes a difference on the pay scale. You're going to learn a lot to advance your knowledge and skills within your current role. That is the 22,720, and then variable if you want to take those additional credits to actually earn the endorsement or the certificate. So financial aid then to offset that sticker price. We recommend that everyone completes the FAFSA as a graduate program. You can be awarded federal loans to help pay for a portion of the program. Again, if you're a PLU alum, you get an automatic $5,000 alumni scholarship. And for those of you who may not be PLU alums, we can award graduate academic scholarships up to $4,000, and that's based on your application materials. And then we encourage you to look at outside sources as well. And these are a little bit concentration specific. So if you are going to seek the leadership track and actually complete the principal certification program, the Association of Washington School Principals has grants to support the internship. And the Washington Student Achievement Council has retooling scholarships if you're looking to earn the special education or ELL endorsement. Again, those are a bit concentration specific and also a little bit of timely. So for the administration program and ed leadership, those applications have actually already passed. And then again, PLU is a yellow ribbon school, and we're proud to work with veterans. And so if you have veterans benefits, our financial aid office knows how to work with you to access those benefits as well. So there's a variety of strategies to help pay for this degree. If you have professional development funds or time from your school or district, we encourage you to investigate that as well. And then again, once you finish this degree, if you have the bachelor's degree, it will typically increase your salary by $8,000 to $10,000 per year. So that's a pretty significant payoff as well. That's our brief introduction to our Master of Arts in Education program, again, designed for current educators or folks working in education adjacent fields who want to advance knowledge and skills and potentially earn additional licenses and credentials. This is our contact information. But with this, I'm going to stop sharing and open it up for any additional questions. Yeah, great question. So our program is designed for working educators. So if you are in school already, Monday through Friday, and our concentration coursework for SPED or ELL is all in the summer, and it is in the late afternoon evening, so it would be after the workday anyway. We'll give it another minute if you've got a question you'd like to pop in the chat, or again, feel free to set up an individual appointment. We'd be happy to chat with you one-on-one over Zoom or phone call, or if you're nearby and want to pop into our office, we'd love to connect with you to talk about our Master of Arts in Education program. Again, I come from a family of educators. I feel that education is our one of our most important and most valuable professions, and that you can really make a difference and are already making a difference for the students in your classroom and their communities. And we just look forward to working with you to take this next step in your career and hope to connect with you all soon. Thank you for attending.